To all of you. It's great to having you here. We'd like to quickly show you how engineers can collaborate within our region, but we named this session Engineers for Engineers in the Global Village Era. Because we know that we have possibilities to connect with people regardless country or place in the world. But you can probably agree with me that collaboration, networking, working with people around the world is important, exchanging experience. So, first question. And no worries, just for statistics, how many of you have heard something about IEEE ever before? Great. So, I know. So, just a few words. IEEE is the world's largest technical professional organization dedicating to advancing technology for the benefit of humanity. And the organization has sections, regions, societies, chapters, all about geographic or technical interests. And we are here at the Silesian University of Technology. We have our own student branch. And we are part of Poland section and, of course, the region 8. We have 18 members, and we have to say that we have one member of Region 8 Student Activities Committee and one of the EMBS Student Activities Community member. And just in this year, our members participate in various of events around Europe. And not only, but we can talk more about it during the event that will be in October. So we can scan this code, click in the event, and we share the details in a few days, I hope. So we can sit and talk more about our subunits, because we have also a Women in Engineering Affinity Group and EMBS. But now, the main part.
Thank you, Ola. Thank you for the introduction of IEEE and our student branch. I know we don't have much time, so this was really brief, but I would really like you to join us on October 24th to learn more about the student branch. Of course, if you are a student, that would be very important, because we are always inviting new volunteers and new members if you want to get involved, or you just want to stay in touch and participate in our events, because it is almost never a requirement to be a member of IEEE to participate, so you are all invited. And if you are not a student, we are also inviting you if you want to learn more and maybe collaborate with us in the future. But this session is dedicated mostly to EMBS, which is the Engineering in Medicine and Biology and Medicine Society, I'm sorry, because this is a conference mostly dedicated to biomedical engineering. Okay. So this society is one of the 39 societies of IEEE. And it is the largest international association of biomedical engineers. So if you are working in this field, there is, it should be almost obvious for you to want to join that, to use the opportunities for collaboration and just maybe publish articles, maybe do projects internationally. So our student branch has a subunit that is a student branch chapter of EMBS, because most of our members are members of EMBS. And I must say that this student branch chapter is the first and only one in Poland, and we really like that here at our faculty. But, you know, the student branch chapter was created this year, but our history goes back, you know, a couple of years. But first, I will tell you more about EMBS, because we have here also not only students. So EMBS is divided into technical communities that I just wanted to show you that it is not only dedicated to electrical engineers, for example. There are communities for signal processing, there are communities for imaging, for wearable technologies, biomedical sensors, things like that. So whatever you're interested in within biomedical engineering, there is probably something for you there. There are other resources provided by EMBS, like Career Center, but also there are some journals that are published by EMBS, and some of them are open access, and they have a quite high impact factor, like most of journals from IEEE. But also EMBS has multiple conferences that you can attend. And here you have slides from 2 editions of the biggest conference from EMBS, which is called the EMBC. So the last one was this year in the US, in Florida. The next one is going to be in Copenhagen. So we hope to also attend this one. And EMBS, like most units in IEEE, provides funding opportunities, which should be very important for us as students, but also as university, because it is possible for us to get funding for different activities like technical talks, workshops, and just member gatherings that give you an opportunity to network. And now I would like to show you some student activities that we had in the past and that we obviously can have in the future. So first, summer schools, and this one is really famous in our faculty because we had multiple students attend this one. So I hope you can recognize some faces in these photos. Yeah, I would invite all of you students and also PhD students to try to participate in this one or in whichever other summer school. There was also a student summer camp that was virtual, and there is a Polish accent here because here we can see there was a session by Professor Antoni Grzanka, who is the current EMBS Poland chapter chair. So as you can see, Poland is also active in EMBS. And then there is the student mentorship program, which I'm happy to be one of the mentees, and also another member of our student branch, Szymon, is also a mentee in this program. And then there are conferences and a student paper competition. We actually organized one conference. There was the International Student Conference. It was in 2020, so unfortunately that was virtual, but our current chancellor, Natalia Piaseczna, was the chair of this conference organizer. And now we come to the Distinguished Lecturers program, for which this is our first time to participate in this program, and we are happy to have our guest, Professor Spireta Golemati from Greece, who is here with us. She had her keynote lecture today, and I would like to invite her now to share some experiences, not from the student's perspective, but from a professor's perspective. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much again. Okay, so my experience as an IEEE EMBS distinguished lecturer, and I have to admit this is the first time during my time that I was invited. I'm going to start with the EMBS Distinguished Lecturers Program, so you might look this information up in on the website of the IEEE. So this Distinguished Lecture Program provides high-quality speakers to EMBS chapters and student branch chapters, recruited from the international community and industry to keep members on the cutting edge of trends and developments in biomedical engineering. So apparently and obviously it is an honor. It is a competition. There is a call for submissions. Submissions are made by nomination only, but for example, you can have an EMBS member nominate you for a distinguished lecturer, and then there's a committee that makes a decision about who is going to be the distinguished lecturer, who have a term of, I think, 1 or 2 years. And then they get invitations to go visit different chapters and deliver their talks. I think it's a very interesting procedure. I think it's a very interesting opportunity, and from my perspective, and given the fact that it is an honor and it is competitive, it is worth applying for. So my invitation, so this is my first in-person invitation. I also was invited to an IEEE EMBS Students Activity Virtual Summer Camp back in September 22. It was actually the case that most of my term there were not that many in-person events organized, so it was more difficult. But I have a lineup of invitations coming up, and while I was here, there was another invitation from the student branch in the Netherlands. So I think this is a very interesting thing for traveling, if you feel like traveling, of course. So my own experience, well, this Distinguished Lecturers Program is only one of different activities that are fostered and organized within IEEE and within IEEE EMBS. And these activities, as I can see it from my perspective, they're activities that allow the members, the EMBS members, to be active in their field, to network and to exchange ideas. So actually the way I see it is that this type of activities gives people, and in particular students, some platform, gives them the floor to provide their ideas, to give their ideas, to be active, to show their energy, to show what they're thinking, to organize things. So I think from my point of view, it's a very interesting opportunity for the young people to go there, to go in front and give what they have. So again, from my own point of view, this type of activities which they give the floor to young people from all over the world, they are an exciting opportunity for networking. They give you, I have ideas for organizing events, you can get ideas for organizing events. From my own experience, I saw, I mean, from the chapter here, that they have a very good organization and they have a very good knowledge of the procedures in IEEE, which is very important. And I also saw people who are very willing to do something for their profession. They are very willing to have their ideas heard. They want to be heard. They are hardworking. They're active. So it's very nice to see this. Now, on a sort of minus, this is not for this particular chapter, but for the other invitations I got, I have seen some variable degree of familiarity with the related procedures, so I was quite impressed by the people here, by the students here. They know everything about the procedures for IEEE, I mean, which makes your life a lot easier. This is not the same with other chapters, but I think they're all getting there. So, my overall impression about this experience is that this Distinguished Lecturers Program is a unique opportunity for EMBS members, and it's definitely worth the effort. It takes some effort. You have to apply, then you are invited, you have to arrange a number of things, but when the local people are very knowledgeable, this is really very easy. And well, there are procedures, there are activities within the IEEE and the EMBS that I think they're not very well known in universities, and they're not very well known by students and by professors and professionals, not only academics. Maybe they need to be advertised more. I don't know. I have a question mark there. I have, three points there. I'm not sure. I know that the people here and the students here are doing a very good work with this and with talking about their experiences. But in my opinion, it is a unique opportunity for networking and for meeting people. The most important thing for me is to meet the people, because we are talking about machine learning and artificial intelligence, but for me, the most important information, the most important knowledge is in our minds. And the only way to get it out there and do something with that is to get people getting together, talking to each other, making friends. It's when you go out with your friends, when you relax, it's when the good ideas come to your mind. So this is very important. So for me, this was an important experience for that. I was asked to give my perspective from the point of view of a professor. So as a professor, what I like to do and what I try to do and what I do is to learn as much as I can from the students. So I learned from the students here, I learned a lot. And I will try to transfer this experience to the EMBS in Greece, the Greek chapter. I was the chair for the EMBS Greece chapter for 2 terms, but I have a very good collaboration with the people who are running it now. So I'm going to transfer what I experienced here, and in this context, in this invitation, I'm going to transfer this knowledge to the Greece chapter, and we hope we will be able to do something more active, inspired by your own work. So thank you very much again for the invitation, and good work. I think I'm done. Yeah.
So thank you, Professor, for visiting us, and we actually have a present for you to thank you for your visit. And come on, join us. So in the meantime, I would like everyone to join us for a group photo, because first, we just want to have you as a community. Maybe it's the first step for you to join us. But also from the practical point of view, we need a photo for a report. You know, this is the part where you need to keep it realistic. But thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I'm sorry that we need to be a bit quicker because there was a delay. But it was lovely to have you. I would love to have you. Maybe scan this code, because I saw that not many people scanned the previous one. This one is actually to our brochure, where you can read more about us. And I would really like you to join us on 24th of October to learn more, to maybe hear about us and our activities, and maybe suggest some activities in the future in a less formal atmosphere. Thank you. Thank you, Professor.